Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and to everyone out there who's watching this. I'm Doyle, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, back again with another installment of a series of movies that came out ever since I've been born. And this time around, I am going to do 1988. I've ranked 12 movies in this list, so if you found a movie, if you see a movie that's on there, you'll have to forgive me. I just picked the ones that kind of came to me. Here we go. Number 12 is Rambo 3. Starring Sly, old Sly, Sylvester Stallone as the title character again, and Richard Crenna in his final performance as Colonel Trautman. And this time, Rambo has to go to Afghanistan and take on a main Russian colonel who has taken Colonel Trautman, as he plans to hope to destroy both the Colonel Trautman and Rambo. Yeah, it's not too bad of a flick. I mean, I've seen it, but it's been some time, but I have seen it. It's pretty action-packed. Next, at number 11, sorry this is a little low, I found some other movies that I consider better, but it's one of my favorite holiday flicks, and that's Ernest Saves Christmas. This was probably the more successful of the Ernest movies with Jim Varney. I do have that on DVD. I watch it about every Christmas, every December, maybe once or twice tops. I actually, sorry, didn't mean to try to think I was giving y'all the finger, sorry. I'm sorry. Back to the description. Well, Ernest is in down there pickle as he finds a guy who actually looks like Santa, and it really is, and Santa is trying to find a new guy to take his place. And it's an actor who just doesn't feel like he's up for the job, and Ernest takes care of this teenage gal who's on the run. I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Jim Varney gives another good job as Ernest. Douglas Seale, who recently played John Clapper on the short-lived musical dramedy series Rags to Riches, which ended before this came, which I've got down on DVD as well, was Santa Claus. But anyway, the cast is pretty good. Like seeing Jim get into disguise as other characters he's done, like Auntie Nelda and Aster Clement, who he portrayed that character as the host of his short skit program Your World as I See It. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, I think there's a video compilation of those up. Check it out. But this movie's pretty good. I love it. Next, at number 10 is Stand and Deliver. Now, it's been some time since I saw this. I actually remember watching this in school. I think maybe in junior high, maybe once or twice, and then again in high school. Starring Edward James Olmos in this true story about a math teacher named Jamie Escalante. And this also includes Lou Diamond Phillips. But I think this movie's pretty good, actually, and it was produced along with to be featured on the PBS program American Playhouse, as I recall seeing on there as well. I think it's pretty good because in the movie, the math teacher helps it's a class of Hispanic kids get used to their problems and help them get a better education, what have you. Not too bad of a movie. Next at number 9, guys, you're going to probably hate me for having this low. Beetlejuice, with Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder, directed by Tim Burton. I've seen it a few times. It's not too bad of a movie, but although I'm kind of more of a big fan of the Beetlejuice cartoon series, which came out the following year after this, but I still have some respect for the Beetlejuice movie. I'm hoping they'll do that sequel they've been promising. Not promising, but talking about. Well, let's just hope so. Or else you can kiss it goodbye fast forward. You can say his name 3 times. But anyway, I like the cast: Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, Catherine O'Hara, Jeffrey Jones. Those supporting characters, those are pretty good. Anyway, Beetlejuice is pretty good. Next at number 8 is Big with Tom Hanks and Elizabeth Perkins. Now, although I haven't seen this in years, but I do have some memories of it. Kid wishing he was bigger, and that actually came true. And this kind of gave inspiration for other movies like 13 Going on 30 and the more recent superhero flick Shazam. And that I think was pretty cool. And of course, the recent reversal type flick Little. But anyway, Big's pretty good. I do enjoy it, even though I've only seen it a few times. But it's still good though. Next at number 7 is Critters 2. Now this is kind of close to as good as the first one. It takes place when the Krites come back to Earth and it's Easter, and soon the kids start paying what look like eggs, but it's really their pods, and soon the Krites really cause chaos. And soon later on, they form a big ball of Krites together, form one vicious, spiky ball of Krites. Anyway, some of the characters are pretty good, and you'll probably kind of get annoyed by that little ad they play for the restaurant that's in this called the Hungry Heifer. But it's pretty funny though. Much rather hear that than the Silver Shamrock jingle from Halloween 3. Even so, Critters 2 is pretty good. You might want to check it out. Next, at number 6, I think some of you 80s people will hate me for having this on here. It probably might give me controversy because of one of its stars, and that's The New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. Now, I did see this as a kid. I rented this, but years I never saw it again until 2016. I caught it one on the Movieplex channel, and it brought back some memories. I really love it. Tammy Aaron, who plays the title character, yeah, you may know she's been in her in news, most notably on TMZ a few years back, but, well, that's a different story. But she's great as the title character. I do love the performances by the kids. The songs are pretty good, especially the main theme, Pippi Longstocking is coming into your town. If you've never heard of this movie, you need to see it. It's extremely fun. It's cute. Enough said. Next, at number 5, is the original Die Hard. Now, although I've only seen this maybe a few times, but I am going to try again to see this sometime this year if it gets shown on a particular channel. But anyway, with Bruce Willis, yeah, which this movie's super cool, and oh yeah, and Alan Rickman, whom we sadly lost a few years back. Yeah, John McClane, the character of Bruce Willis, pretty good. Getting caught on a skyscraper in LA, that's pretty that's pretty cool. But that's all I'm going to say about this. I know Die Hard had lots of good suspense drills and action. Enough said. Next at number 4 is a movie that's about to get its reboot come out next weekend, and that's Child's Play. Now, my buddies, Derek from Derek's Horror Corner and Robbie from Ogre Boy 1992, actually just more recently had a live stream of it last night. I took part in the chat, since even though I don't have much of a way to get myself part of this group, but I still liked chatting with those guys. I mean, they're pretty cool. But anyway, Child's Play is the one that started off. Brad Dourif playing Charles Lee Ray, the serial killer that uses a voodoo chant to pass his soul into the good guy's doll and calls himself Chucky. Yeah, pretty good. Catherine Hicks is good as Karen Barkley, and of course we have Alex Vincent as her son Andy, and Chris Sarandon's in it. Although I have not seen the original Friday Night. I know he was in that, but I hope maybe I'll see it one day. But he's good as Detective Norris. We had Jack Colvin as Dr. Ardmore. Jack Colvin was best known for playing Mr. McGee on the Incredible Hulk TV series with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Definitely good. I do a real good impression of Chucky. If you have not seen my Chucky impressions, one-liners and quotes, check it out, okay? It's real good. I don't have much to say, but I do love Child's Play. It's really good. Some of its sequels are good too. But the rest of these, most of these are going to be horror flicks. Next at number 3 is Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Now this movie kind of is underrated though. It was the first Nightmare movie I saw, and I borrowed a video from my late great uncle, and it wasn't too bad, but soon I got to liking it a little more. Got me introduced to Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. I actually liked that. I mean, we brought back Kincaid, Joy, and Kristen. Although she was played by Tuesday Knight, she's okay. Not as good as Patricia Arquette, though. I do like Alice, played by Lisa Wilcox, who years later I found she was a supermodel. I couldn't believe that. I've seen some of her pics, and they're pretty DAM hot, and by DAM I mean Hana for me. I'm sorry, I'm just having some fun. Y'all see if you were paying attention. But I do like this movie for certain reasons. Enough said. Next at number 2 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Although I have yet to see it unedited, I hope to see it unedited someday in the future. I've only caught this on AMC a few times. I still think it's pretty good. It's a bit of a big comeback from the third movie, which wasn't featuring Michael Myers, but I think this is a good Halloween sequel. It probably might be higher on my Halloween revised ranking list, which I'll possibly do later on this year, maybe. Even so, I do like it. Danielle Harris was introduced as Michael Myers' niece. I do like her and the rest of the characters. We have Don Pleasance back as Sam Loomis. Yeah. Enough said. But the ending's pretty much of a shocking one. Yeah. Okay, now here's some honorable mentions. First off is Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. While this kind of is a little bit on the underrated side, but I like it for certain reasons. Tina's a good final girl. I like that. Next would be Hot to Trot. Very underrated movie with Bobcat Goldthwait. Very funny guy. And the Talking Horse Don, voiced by John Candy. And it's also got Virginia Madsen from Candyman and Dune. And also Dabney Coleman. Pretty funny movie. I haven't seen it in some time, but it's pretty funny. And Oliver and Company, a Disney animalistic take of Oliver Twist, which featured good music from Bette Midler and Billy Joel. Very good movie. Now, number 1 is, oh boy, this may be a surprise or shock to y'all, and that's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, I love this movie. It is so funny. I like Charles Fleischer voicing the title character. Yeah, especially when his eyes just pop out of screens like, oh boy, that was the best thing I liked about Roger. And I like Jessica Rabbit, one of the hottest babes in an animated form. And I liked Eddie Valiant, played by Bob Hoskins, whom we also sadly lost a few years back. And of course, Judge Doom, played by Christopher Lloyd, definitely a good villain. And the Weasels. Well, we get to see all sorts of cameos by all sorts of cartoon characters: Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, etc., 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 etc. Oh, sorry. I just try and get sure to see if you were paying attention. But I'm serious. I love this movie. I haven't seen it sometime, but I love it. I have seen the 3 Roger Rabbit short films that came out after the success of this. So what was your favorite movie of 1988? Please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe, and tune in for my 1989 list sometime or sooner. Until next time, thank you for watching. I'm the Big D saying see ya.